Greetings, this is Kevin Jefferson here on Tuesday, August 26, 2025 with Trade Theory. This is the Bitcoin chart. We can see prices started to fall. It's almost at our projected downside target, which is roughly 108,347.20, and prices going as low as 108,757.90. So about $500 within our downside target that we set back on the 6th of August. So we'll wait for, Bitcoin doesn't stop trading, but we'll just kind of let the day finish playing out, see what happens, and then until we get a green pullback candle, a candle in the opposite direction where price closes higher, we'll just let this continue to play out because it may go down further later today and hit our target. And then at that point, we'll start assessing what the next move will be. All right, so moving on to WTI crude. And we can see that crude has hit two of our target points that we set many months ago. On actually about a month ago, July 23rd, we had three downside targets, and we have it at two of them, and then it hit as low as 60.99. So it's just under $61, and our target is at 60.564. So about 40 cents off, about 40 cents off on our target, 43 cents from where we were planning for price to hit. Since it's pullback from there, I'm going to say that maybe our pullback point from that downtrend is in the roughly 67.299 area, so about right at 67.30. We'll see if price pulls back to here, which is a major pullback point that we put on in June of this year. So it could come back up here and then slam further down to the downside, but we'll just watch price right now and see what happens because it could just capitulate and continue to fall. So, we got two of our targets hit on WTI crude when we were shorting, i.e. selling crude, thinking that price would drop. It has given us that activity, and now we'll wait for the next move. All right, moving on to gold. So initially I was saying that gold was bearish, and it did start to move, and then it pulled back, I believe. Yeah, so we have gold started to move down, and now it's pulling back up. So this downside target was set on the 29th of July, and it hit on the 30th, and then now the price is pulling back, and I have this as a max pullback point, roughly the 34, 35, 54, somewhere in there. Price may hit there before coming back down to this take profit that I set on the 12th of August, which is 32.1187. But being that price has started to move back higher, I will readdress this once I see what price does by the end of the week, and I may adjust my downside take profit target, or I may take it away altogether. But I still think that gold is bearish. It's just having some bullish activity right now. People are buying into it for various reasons, and we will continue to assess that as well. So, all right, the last three, we're going to do the Dow Jones, i.e. the US 30, and price on that. We had a downside target thinking the price was going to fall, or at least I was preparing for price to fall. It has actually continued to move forward. So it hit the first pullback point before moving up that I set on the 12th, and it's going through the second pullback point that I set earlier today. And I want to see if it's going to close a little bit lower there, and then maybe you could take a buy on that. So that pullback point is for you to look for a buy opportunity on the Dow, i.e. US 30. Okay, and the NASDAQ price here actually hit our reset point, actually touched on the 20th of August, and now it's starting to set up to look like it wants to go back long. And so I would, if I were you, maybe get you an efficient entry and maybe buy into this. And remember, I had a higher target price on there that I set on the 6th of August that it may be moving up towards the 26,453 area on the NASDAQ. And then wrapping it up with the S&P 500, what we have is price actually has started to go back north. It did not hit our reset point that I set on the 12th. It's continuing to move higher, and I believe I had a higher side target on there as well, just in case price continues to move. Yeah, on the 6th of August, possibly as high as 72.5306. Not that it's going to move straight up there, but that's where price could reasonably go based on the math that we see. Especially that price did not come back and hit our reset point, so it still has some gas in the tank, if you will, some oxygen in the lungs, and we'll see how far it goes before it wants to revert to the mean. All right, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Use this as you will to make your buying and or sitting and not buying decisions as it relates to Bitcoin, oil, gold, and the three indices, the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ. All right. And until next time, enjoy the day and happy trading.